How to get a guy to be your boyfriend, friends with benefits of boyfriends in 7 steps. This is a comprehensive guide for you to turn that guy you like on your boyfriend, without removing the passion of the relationship or compromising what you have. Is he a candidate to be your boyfriend? It sounds obvious, but first consider whether you really want him to be your boyfriend. If you only go out with him to hang out and have fun, you do not have to formalize things. Now, if your intent is a more serious relationship, ask yourself first, what is what you want in a partner? Many problems and disruptions would be avoided in the world if we knew exactly what we look in someone else. If in your case, your beau follows them, follow these steps. How to move from friends to boyfriends. 1. Understand the context. It's different if all his friends have girlfriends or are all singles. It does not mean he has to have the same emotional status of his friends, but understand that if none of his friends are in a relationship, perhaps will result more difficult to take the plunge. 2. Do not act like his girlfriend. Or rather, as the bride that no man wants. Do not scold, do not tell him very motherly things, do not make his lunch every day. Behave as you did when you started going out, fresh, relaxed and carefree about what you were and where the relationship was going. 3. Test the ground. Find out if he has had serious relationships and if he believes in courtship. But do not ask his best friend, because obviously he will tell him even if he denies it to you. 4. Involve him more in your life. Does not mean you to marry him with your family overnight, but involve him more in couple affairs. For example, ask him to accompany you to buy a gift for a family member, to verify the car or to the supermarket. 5. Throw him a hint, but please make it subtle. Make a comment on the time you have going out or some mutual friend who has a new girlfriend. Watch his reaction. 6. Talk to him. If the signs are clear and he is also interested, speak clearly with him and tell him how you feel. Try not look very intense or needy, but focus on telling him how well you spend time together and what it means for you. Then tell him you would like to go a step further in the relationship without changing how well you get along. If he also wants it, he will tell you. 7. Make yourself desired. If you followed the steps above and still do not receive the expected question, it is time to change strategy. In short, become difficult. You're not always available, take longer than usual to answer his messages and tell him you have other commitments. That doesn't mean to behave rude, but to remind him that you have more important things than him. Men need to have challenges to keep them intrigued. What if nothing works? He may not be the best candidate to be your boyfriend. Nobody can force you to do something you do not want, and is better to have always clear what a person looks for in a relationship. Neither to blame him if from the outset the terms of free were clear. But yes, if you do not agree or do not want to continue, then you end the free and find another person who has the same goals as you. Cheer up. To answer your question, how to get a guy to be your boyfriend, download my free ebook, How to Get a Boyfriend, 7 Steps to Finding and Keeping the Man of Your Dreams.